Hi friends. So we know about source-free RLC circuits. Now if we have a step function in our circuit, step function can be a voltage source or current source, any one of them. It's a DC source which is constant. And now how are we going to analyze? So we say fine. We are going to go with the principle of analysis that we used in the first order circuits also. First of all, the total response will be the summation of forced response plus natural response. So to consider natural response, we need to have source free circuit. How to get a source free circuit? In that case, we are going to make this independent source as 0. Once I have this independent source as 0, I have this source free RLC series circuit, or sometime we'll have RLC parallel circuits. We are going to calculate V natural or I natural, whatever we call it, natural response. Here I am calculating voltage across capacitor, so I call it V natural. Then we are going to connect this source, and at infinity, that means steady state, we are going to calculate what is this voltage, and that will be my V forced or V steady state, and summation of these two is my total answer. So without going into derivation, we directly say this is my total response. In the previous lecture we studied that natural response will be one of these three depending on the value of alpha and omega. That means my total response will be natural response plus forced response. In all three, Vs is added, and this is as simple as this. We don't have to do anything special. So when I look at this circuit, look at it carefully. This switch was closed earlier and then it will be open. So when it is closed at t equal to 0 minus, we will calculate the voltage across capacitor. That is basically the voltage across 1 ohm, because at t0 minus, capacitor is behaving like open circuit, inductor is behaving like short circuit. So this 24 volt is supplying with R, and in the case 1, R is 5. So 5 plus 1, 6 ohm by 24. That means I is 24 by 6, 4 ampere. That means voltage across 1 ohm, V 1 ohm, is V capacitor is equal to 1 into 4, that is 4 volt. So my initial value is known to me. What will be case at t equal to 0? This will open, so this will go away. And then if I consider t equal to infinity, then at infinity the circuit will be open, and V infinity or V forced or V steady state will be 24 volt. So these are some initial things that I should have before I start the analysis, and you can realize that at t equal to 0 plus, this is gone, and I have a series RLC circuit with a source. So I am simply going to go back to my natural response analysis, analyze this circuit with R equal to, in this complete circuit R is only 5, R5 L1 C1 by 4. Calculate alpha. Alpha is 2.5. Omega is 2. Alpha greater than 2, I get two distinct roots. Now this is the form of my answer. This is natural response. This is forced response. Forced response we just calculated. Natural response I need to calculate A1 A2. Put t equal to 0. I get first equation in A1 A2. Take derivative on both sides. Put t equal to 0. I get second equation in A1 A2, and then I put the value of A1 and A2, and this is my total answer for Vt. Now if someone asks that what is the current in capacitor or voltage across 5 ohm, all those things we can find with the help of voltage division, current division and all. Second case, when R is 4, alpha is equal to omega, nothing different. My answer is A1 plus A2t e raised to power minus alpha t plus Vf. Calculate A1 and A2. Calculate A1, A2. Get your answers. Third case, when R is 1, alpha is less than omega, then also my answer will be in the form of cos and sine. Get the answer, get the value of A1, A2. The same process will repeat. So this is how we handle source circuits, that means RLC circuit with source. Now there can be some circuits where you have parallel RLC with source. So we don't change our approach there also. Exactly same thing. When this was closed, all the current was going here. When this is open, this current will divide into these three branches. That means IS is equal to IR plus IL plus IC. Get the equation. Again we say this is natural response, this is forced response. Natural plus forced is my total response. So there is a circuit which is similar to this. Consider t equal to 0 minus. Look at this. This is 30 u of minus t. That means this voltage source is 30 for t less than 0 and it is 0 for t greater than 0. Okay. So for t less than 0, 30 volt is there. 4 ampere is there. This is open. If this is open, that means the inductor current is 4. Capacitor voltage is 30. Okay. Not 30. There is 20 here. There is 20 here. 30 is divided into those. So 30 by 2. 15. So 15 and 4. I got the initial values. Now after t equal to 0, this is removed. This is short circuit. This is also short circuit. And then I see that this circuit is not completely parallel or completely, or is it parallel? Yes. Look here. This 20 will come here. 20 is parallel to 8 millifarad, parallel to 20, parallel to 20 Henry. 20 ohm plus 20 ohm parallel, they will make one single resistance of 10 ohm. So effectively this is my circuit, which is a parallel RLC circuit with R equal to 10, L equal to 20 and C equal to 8 milli. And use these values to calculate alpha, omega, S1, S2, A1, A2. Okay, alpha is greater than omega, S1, S2 distinct, get A1, A2 values and you get your final expression. So this is the process which we use for step response of RLC series or parallel circuits.